Am I the a-hole for not allowing my mom to come to my wedding after she ignored me her whole life? I, 26 male, am getting married to my fiance. Let's call her Sarah, 25F, in a few months. And I'm super excited about it, but there's one big issue with all the planning. My mom. A little background. My parents divorced when I was 8, and my mom, let's call her Layla, remarried pretty quickly after that. She married this guy, Dave, who had 2 kids of his own ever since it was like I no longer was a priority in her life. She focused all of her attention on Dave and his kids. Like, I'm not exaggerating when I say she treated them way better than me. They'd go on trips, she'd go to all of their sports events, and they'd get everything they wanted. Meanwhile, I felt like I was invisible. She didn't ask about my school, didn't care about my friends, or even my mental health. I started to feel like I wasn't even her kid anymore. If you have stepchildren, obviously it's very important to help them feel involved and accepted and a part of the family, especially as a step-parent. However, you also got to take care of your existing children too. It's hard when there's situations where kids are being excluded or treated differently in the family unit for whatever reason. I don't know if she had a difficulty with her prior partner and that is why she treats her son differently. That's not an excuse. Don't make problems between adults domino to your kids. It's not fair to them. They didn't ask to be in that situation. I'll get off my soapbox now. When I turned 18, I moved out. I thought maybe she'd care and try to stay in touch. But nope, she didn't. I'd text her once in a while just to check in, and she'd either not respond or say she was busy with Dave and his kids. I figured if she didn't care, why should I? So I just stopped trying to reach out. That sucks. I'm so sorry. Fast forward to now. I'm planning my wedding, and out of nowhere, my mom starts texting me like we're super close. She wants to know all the details, saying how excited she is, and even saying things like, I can't wait to see you start this new chapter. Like, seriously, I haven't heard from her in years, and now she expects to be the front and center for my wedding. Is it because it's going to be in front of a bunch of friends and family? Is it a image-related issue at that point? Is that why all of a sudden she's decided to concern herself? I told her straight up that I didn't want her there. I said I'm not comfortable with her coming after everything that's happened, and that if she really wants to have a relationship, we can talk about it after the wedding, but not before. That's a really good boundary because it shows what her priorities are. She started crying and saying how I'm holding a grudge and that I'm her son and she deserves to be there. But I don't know how I'm supposed to just forget the fact that she ignored me my whole childhood in favor of Dave's kids. Your kids are not your possessions. They are not pets, they are people, and how you treat them matters. They are going to remember the way that they are treated. It really bugs me when someone is like, oh, well, they're still your mom, they're still your dad, they're still your brother, sister, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, whatever. That does not give them an excuse to treat you badly and then expect to be a part of your life later. You can even forgive someone, but still hold that boundary of you do not get access to me, even though I have forgiven you. You are not entitled to that just because we're related. Now, my family is split. Some of them think I'm right and I shouldn't just let her show up when she never showed up for me before. Others think I should just let it go and say it's just one day and that I should let her come to the wedding to keep the peace. It might just be one day, but it's your day, not hers. That is a pivotal moment in your life. Do you really want your day to be about your mom's ego? So am I the a-hole for not letting my mom come to my wedding after everything that happened? Let's see what Reddit says. I'd be tempted to be as brutal as necessary. Tell anyone who raises the topic, I am not interested in granting her any kind of redemption arc. I have learned how to live without her in my life and she without me. I have every intention of keeping it that way. The subject is closed. Bravo. Not the a-hole, mate. I stick to your guns. End of the day, it's yours and your fiance's decision who comes. If she supports your decision, then you have your answer. Congrats on the wedding. In response to she started crying and saying how I'm holding a grudge and that I'm her son and she deserves to be there. And you're her son who deserved to have a mother that cared and prioritized you at least occasionally, but here you are. You're well within your rights to hold that grudge until you feel comfortable letting her back into your life, which is not now. In response to others think I should just let it go and it's just one day and that I should let her come to the wedding to keep the peace. I hate the sentiment with a passion. What peace? You would not be at peace if you had your mom at your wedding. Hear, hear. I'm very sorry that this is coming up at this time. That should be super, super happy for you. But at the end of the day, no one is entitled to your time. No one is entitled to you, especially if they do not make you comfortable, especially if you are not ready to have them around. That is a boundary. They are not entitled to that. She should have thought about that before excluding you with your other step siblings. You don't get to just forget about kids and then come back around when they have their big life events and pretend that you were always around. Not the a-hole.